RC family, what's going on? What's going on? Hope everybody had an awesome day today. Man, I hope y'all today was all that you wanted it to be, and hopefully even much more. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of the RC Lounge podcast with your host, EKJ 24000. Here tonight, I got a awesome young man here that has really been a true a true blessing to me. Just reaching out, talking with other racers, and this young man was brought to my attention, and he's been a blessing to me and the channel, and just to help promote, EKJ and the RC Lounge podcast and EKJ YouTube channel, and he just really been a blessing to me. And I just want to share him out and let y'all know what he do. Um, like I said, he was the brains and the mechanic and the and the construction worker behind this wonderful swag that y'all see here tonight, and that I've been putting up on Facebook and putting on YouTube. Yeah, this young man working hard. He's doing this thing, and like I said, he developed my RC Lounge t-shirts with left high salute on the back, and I got the awesome gray on tonight. I had the black on last night, and yeah, and he helped me get my quotes together. Left high salute, and if you ain't ripping, you're tripping. I got if you ain't ripping, you're tripping on tonight. Y'all check this out on the back. Yeah, got this one on in gray. So yeah, man. Like I said, this young man right here, like I said, been a blessing to me. Help me helping me grow, and so I had to the least I could do just put him on and help him talking about what he do. He also is an avid racer, been racing for years. Um, and we just gonna bring him on in here and let him introduce himself to the RC family. And y'all just put your hands together for my new best friend. He back there drinking all my Gatorade, Powerade, just killing it, man. He thirsty, been working hard all day. So let me let me get him out my kitchen, man, and bring him on in here. Let me welcome Brad Bowman to the RC Lounge. Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it
Yes,
going?
sir, Mr. Brad.
Yes,
Welcome.
sir.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man. Brad, welcome to the RC Lounge podcast. Like I say, I don't have followers. I just call them my family because, like I said, we all like-minded people into the same thing. RC racing, bashing. Some fly planes, do boats or whatever. Just my RC. I call it my RC family, Brad. So yeah, man. So yeah, RC family, welcome Brad Bowman to the RC Lounge, and Brad, just tell everybody where you from.
I'm up here in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Race here locally at the Rock Racing
Mm,
here in Knoxville.
mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the local track we race at up in here.
Okay then. Yeah. Y'all run with the Brisbanes. Is it Tim? And he got his son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they up here.
Yeah.
So we got Tim in there. Tim, he's getting faster
Mm-hmm.
every day.
Yeah, he
And
just won in trucking. He just won the trucking class down there at Fall Brawl down
yeah,
in South Carolina.
he
Yep.
had a very strong run. He did. Yeah, he getting fast. I just keep getting
Yes,
older and
sir.
they keep getting faster.
Hey man, that's how
So
I go every
yeah,
time.
they good people. Very good people.
So who are some more local guys there that's pretty fast up there You
Jonah
say
Wilson.
it's the Rock,
Yep,
uh,
Jonah Wilson.
Jonah
He's
Wilson. Okay,
yeah, he's the big dog here. Of course,
okay,
he just won the pro class down there at Fall
yeah,
Brawl this weekend.
sure did. Yep, yeah.
So
I had
he
talked
really
to.
starting to show out. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's he's getting up there. He really is. He's boy, just too fast.
Yeah,
He done
man.
hit
I
he done
talked to.
hit that next level.
Yeah, he almost there, man. I talked to Jonah because I've been trying to talk to him and get him on here just to talk and just talk about
Mhm.
racing and practicing how he done develop his speed and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna try to get it together and make it happen. But yeah, I talked to Jonah at AMS and real cool, level headed young
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Um
Yeah, him and his dad, good RC family.
mm-hmm.
Good RC family.
Yeah. So yeah, brother. So yeah, man. So Brad, how did you get into RC?
Man, you gotta go way back.
I
That's
know.
a young man. I
I'll
don't think
make it
there's much
think.
youngness
Yeah,
in this
I'm gonna
place
make it
right here.
think now, Brad.
You
Yeah.
know.
Oh, come on. Come on. Let's
I
go
say,
back
I
down
got
memory
back
lane a little
into it,
bit. Mm-hmm.
about I'd say 25, 26 years ago.
Okay.
Long time ago. I was in the
Mm-hmm.
military over at in next to Fort Bragg. I was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
But they had a local track over there and got into some electric racing with I think it was the first car was the Associated T3.
Mm-hmm.
That was my kind of first race car. I'd had other RCs growing up, this and that. But that's probably my first race car.
Yeah.
Did that for a while, and then moved up into Washington State. So I've been traveling. I've been around the country a little bit, different places. Went to Washington
I
State,
got
raced up there at Tacoma RC Raceway with Scott Brown.
you. Mm-hmm.
He used to he was a national champ back in the day, but he still got it going up in there. They got a big electric indoor track, indoor electric off road.
Mm-hmm.
Spent some time in Northern California.
Okay. That's
Um,
what's up. Yeah.
and that's when I got into nitro. Started getting to some 8 scale down there.
Mm-hmm.
My first 8 scale was like an Offna GTLX. Going way back, if
I
you got some
got you.
old heads, they'll know about those.
Man, yeah, man. We had I had done I did a podcast with, back in the day, Run was it Ronnie Coleman? Coleman, he was the man over at Offner
Oh
back in the
yeah,
day.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
Coleman. Yeah, he
Yeah.
ran the Hyper 7.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep.
I did a podcast with him and he was always talking about like Greg the Gunny and all them cats and stuff like that. And so
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah. So you been in it for a good little minute, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, off and on. It ain't been solid
Yeah.
that long, but
I
been
got you.
around. But pretty much stay with 8 scale. I dabble in 10
Mhm.
scale here and there, but it's mainly just 8 scale buggy and trucking,
It's good
nitro.
boogie. Yeah,
Not
I
much of
got
an
you.
electric guy. I tried it. Just no, I'm not big on electric buggy. I like the nitros. So
I get it. I totally get it. I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of both, but I did e-buggy back in the day. It's been years. I plan on maybe getting me another one, but I did e-buggy back in the day, and it was cool. Really, the best time I've had with e-buggy is just I guess when I'm really battling it out with somebody, and it gets what I'm saying intense, and it really gets really good in those situations. But other than that, it's cool. But I prefer nitro. Me and
it's
you.
great for practice.
Yeah.
Then you're
Yeah.
not burning up your nitro and your
That's true.
engine, putting time on it. So it is
Right.
good for practice. So
Mhm. It is. It is. It is. It's just a little different feel. I know you can
oh
make
yeah.
it feel closer to a nitro. You just have to do a whole lot of testing and playing with it to get it just right to
Mhm.
how you would want it to feel like, especially like me or you, like similar to a nitro car, as far as like getting on the gas and braking and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. So you mainly did the A skills, huh?
Yeah, that's what I've ran for quite a while. I've
Okay.
been through all the different brands. I ran a little everything. Spent a lot of time with Lozy back in the day when they first come out.
Mhm.
That's how I ran. You ran their electrics, went to their nitros.
Yeah,
Um, and then here for the last few years, been running HB.
I
Started
got
out
you.
with the A17, worked up through the
Mhm.
progression now to the World Spec. So
Mhm. I got you. Okay. Okay. Like we're gonna go back a little bit, but so where was you? Where were you when you really first saw your first really RC? race? Do you remember? And it really kind of. And
Uh, it,
what was your reaction to it? Really seeing it and being around it, really seeing what these cars are capable of doing.
I say really it was when I was in
Hmm.
Washington State,
Hmm.
at Tacoma RC Raceway, a lot of sponsored guys up in the Northwest at that time.
Yeah.
And Tuesday nights used to be the night that those guys would show up. So I'd always go out and just run in the back of the pack, but
Yeah.
just to see them and just watching those guys that when you're younger and back of course we go back checking magazines, RC car action and stuff of that nature. You'd see these
Yeah.
names and you
Hmm.
know all of a sudden you see Matt Francis with watching him and Scott Brown
Right.
and those guys. It was kind of just different watching those at the time, those sponsored guys.
Hmm.
It was pretty neat. That was really what kind of drug it in. It was really what brought it in. Fun to do.
Yeah.
Kind of. I like racing with those guys. So just to see the
Yeah.
speed and the way that they just carry the corner speed is just ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Because
So,
my first race that I really went to, I went with a guy named local guy here from Alabama named Alan Burton back in the
I
day.
remember Allen. I remember
Oh,
Allen.
okay, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, me and him went to I think it was down in over in North Carolina. I think at a guy named he was an ex NASCAR driver called
Mm-hmm.
Lance Norton, and he
At the
had the track in
farm.
his that's it, the farm.
Yeah, the farm, dude. Yeah. Told you I've
Yeah,
been around a
man.
little bit.
Yeah, man. I've been around a little bit,
Yeah.
and come to find out, bro, that was my first race I went to, and man was just blown away because I think that was like a national, either something. Um, it was a major race, like nationals or either a worlds, because I know Drake was there. I think
They've had both.
Tebow was there. 'Cause it was a lot of guys from over from the islands, like Bermuda.
Mhm.
A lot of guys from the Caribbeans was there. A lot of guys from Florida. I think that's really I really first met like Bobby Moore, really knowing who he was. You know what I'm saying? And
Back when yes, used to race a lot.
yeah, man. And
Going back.
yeah. And come to find out, Keenan that does the No Name RC podcast, Keenan
Mhm,
White,
mhm.
he was at that race. Through me doing this podcast, starting to doing podcasts, come to find out, I interviewed Keenan, kind of find out he was there at that race that I went to for my really first time seeing racing. And
Yeah.
but man, it was just an awesome experience just to see. And so it hooked me then. You know what I'm saying? I was locked in and pretty much been doing it ever since, So but yeah, man. So yeah, that's who got me really into a guy named Alan Burton that was here doing it for a while in Alabama. So I think
Right.
Alan's still around, but I think he's doing like detailing full
Mhm.
size cars and stuff like that
Yeah.
now. So yeah, man. So but yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So from there, man, so what was the first car that you actually bought? That you actually bought with your money and you really wanted? What was that one? What was that?
Oh, now if
Mm-hmm.
we're just talking to general RC, I mean,
Just
just in
far as like your first race
race,
car. Yeah.
that would have
Mm-hmm.
probably been the T3 I had was a Ready to Run. I'd say the
Yeah.
first was it was a triple X, the triple X Lozy.
Okay.
That's probably my first full on team kit
Mm-hmm.
that I'd got when I was up in Washington State. That was, wasn't a Ready to Run upgraded or nothing like that. That was a full on team kit. So that's probably when it really, really got started.
I got you.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So from there, so you got that one, and then what was the classes that you was into, like running wise, racing wise? What classes did
uh,
you race?
I ran a lot of the mod two wheel,
Okay.
and mod truck. And of course, I wasn't on no level like that. I just kind of enjoyed the modified more. I just stock.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. I always felt like that was where the you know big boys were. I like running with them and just seeing where it was at. So I usually ran mod two wheels truck. That was the majority of what I did until I got into nitro.
Okay. And then once you graduated from that, then you get into the nitro. So what car did you get your first kit, nitro kit that you ran?
Like I said, I started out the GTLX, and that was
Mm-hmm.
the first. That was a rate. I just bought it off a guy and went out and raced it one time up in. Of course, this goes back to up in Chico, where
Yeah.
A Main is. where Mr. Kendall Bennett is, and
Oh, yeah.
way
Mhm.
before A Main,
Right.
and ran it there one time. I was done. I went out and bought me. Well, of course, it was still an Offna, but it was kind of going back a little bit. It was a Offna 9.5.
Yeah.
You might have to have some old heads remember that too. But that was probably the first race 8 scale that I'd bought, and it just
Yes,
kind of
sir.
progressed from there. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, um, shoot. So the nitro. So what really grabbed you about nitro? Just what made you fall in love about it? Was it just power or the sound, the smell, or
it's kind of a
just
combination, when you
mm-hmm.
get out there to get the sound, it's good because I'm type person. If I can't hear my motor, I don't, I've got to be able to hear it to really know what it's doing.
Doing? Mm-hmm.
But the sound of it's good. The refueling it, the pit
Yeah.
stops, it just it's a whole lot different in the electric world. So it was really just that combination of all that. Really, it just
Yeah,
comes in and
man.
makes it worth it. That first time I ran like a 20-minute main, I was like, all right, this is where it's at. These little back then it was like 5-minute main. So,
Yeah.
way different running 20-minute main and running a 5-minute electric main. So I was pretty much
Mm-hmm.
after that.
I got you. I got you. So what you think? What you think about us getting RC on TV? Do you think we have to get it on television? Do you think we have to lessen the times of the mains, or we could keep them as long as they are? What you think, Brad?
I don't think the mains are a problem.
Mhm.
I mean, because when you sit and watch an A main of a the big regional races, national races, or worlds or something of that nature,
Yeah.
that hour long main is nothing. It's just good to watch them good racing. These top level drivers they're just amazing at what they do. So it's good to watch. I think the problem you have is you just got to cut out all the qualifying.
I
Because I
got you.
feel like we qualify a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we spend days. You go to these big travel races. You're there on Friday, practicing
Mhm.
Thursday, all
Yeah.
day long day doing the qualifying. So a lot of
Mhm.
practice. But I think if you can forget it on TV, I think it's going to be the big mains. I think
Mhm.
it's possible,
Yeah.
and I think the hour's fine. I mean, you look at any kind of sports car racing or anything like that, it goes on for hours. So I don't think it's really the length of the main. It's just the amount of classes and stuff of that nature that kind of could hold us back a little bit. But if they pick and choose, I know when they brought that one onto Amazon Prime.
Right.
I forget which race it was, the name off the top of my head, but they did a
Was
pretty
it?
good job with that. The one
Mhm.
they had over out west somewhere.
Yeah,
They put
it
that
was
on
out.
Amazon Prime a while back.
I think one of the it was held like at a BMX like park with the had side by sides and
Yeah, it was a whole big thing
open
there. Yeah,
Oklahoma somewhere like that. I
yeah, it
think I
was something
forgot the
like
name
that.
of it. Mhm. But yeah,
Right.
man, I should feel like yeah, I feel like you said, I think they had to cut back on some of the qualifying
Hmm.
and they might have to do if they do have to cut back on mains, maybe do like 15-minute triple mains, even in nitro, and you know what I'm saying? And
Kind of shorten
but
it up. I see what you're saying.
yeah, yeah, just chop it up a little bit, but it's still
Hmm.
gonna be maybe equal out to the same amount. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think you'd be good, man. I think we can do it if we put our mind to it and
Hmm.
because like I say, man, it's just funny how a lot of the going back to the motocross people guys that's into RC. It's a lot of them that's into RC, but
Hmm.
it's rare that we can get one to put the RC racing in front of people that's into the motocross industry to show them, what we do. You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
maybe pique an interest or either get a legit race out there by a motocross event. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
um, but I think it's very possible if we just put our minds to it and get in and some companies work together to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that has some money to do it if the money is the issue. But I just believe if we can do races, California, big race DNC, stuff like that, we can
Hmm.
we can put some money together to do a race at a motocross event. I don't think it should be that hard to do unless
It's like you said, you got to come together.
Mhm.
That's one of the
That's
things.
it.
Biggest thing I think you see is there's so many different companies and everybody's biting for everything. But if they was to come together and actually, all the big boys, And I think it's definitely possible. It's just finding that timeline to get your time figured out. I think it's definitely doable.
Doable, yeah. Yeah. Um, I got a question right here. I'm gonna let you answer this, Brad.
Hmm.
It was asking in the chat. They were saying if there was one major 8 scale nitro race to hit up next year in 2025, which one is it? Which one is worth the week off to go to? What you think?
So I traveled around, been around
Mm-hmm.
the country, did some flights. I used to fly around a lot with a buddy of mine,
Mm-hmm.
Nick Katuna. I used to do a lot of traveling with him. He used to be a big time racer there. But my favorite track is Thornhill down in
Going
Texas,
here
Austin,
down in
Texas.
Texas.
That
Mm-hmm.
that was always one of the best tracks. Ethan down there builds some just ridiculous tracks down there.
Yeah.
If, I don't know if you ever seen Thornhill, the covered track, it's
Yeah, I
huge,
done seen it.
huge covered
Yeah,
track.
man. Cause they had the nationals, they had the nationals there with I guess back then it was Tesman and Finn like battled it out
Mhm.
in Mayfield. And they were saying that track was so huge, like it was, you know how sometimes people
Oh,
say like they depth
outdoor.
perception is bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the outdoor. They still talk
Right.
about it. It's like they said it was
Uh-huh.
so bad in the back left that um Mayfield was talking about he thought he was so tight to the pipe, and then he
Mm,
just saw a video or a picture, and he was like 5 feet off the corner. It was that outdoor was huge, but they
huge.
brought it
Yeah.
in to the covered. It was way smaller, same
Yeah.
place, but just way smaller.
Way
But
smaller.
that's
Yeah.
probably to me, that's one of the best races and the tracks that I've been to. Of course, it's I go to the Lone
Mm-hmm.
Star Challenge is what I used to go to. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not during the dead of heat in Texas when it's 400 degrees.
Yeah.
So, but the track's good track time, uh,
Mm-hmm.
very good competition.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorite tracks that I go to in races.
Thornhill.
Personally,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thornhill.
Yeah, I like Thornhill. And if you like close to the southeast, one of my favorite race time events, um, tracks. I really like doing Wicked Weekend down in
Mhm.
Gainesville, Georgia. It's just like it's still outdoor track, but it's got a covering over it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But it's still the sides are open, so you still outdoors, but it's got a covering over it. So it's kind of warm. It's typically they held the race around about maybe April, something like that. It's warm, but it just how like I said, you're not directly in the sun. You got that covering over the
mhm.
track, and the track is covered. If it do rain, everything's is good. You good to go. But you're
Yeah,
still outside. Yeah, yeah.
Wicked's a
Weekend,
good one.
weekend. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but yeah, man. But yeah, Thornhill. But they said, like I said, they got Thornhill is covered up too. And doesn't Thornhill has a 10 scale track and a 8 scale
They
track right
do,
there? Or
right off to the side of it, they've got a carpet 10 scale track
uh-huh.
off-road, so
Okay.
it's right there in the same, and
Yeah.
they got nice pits, AC,
Right. Mm-hmm.
air conditioned pits, so that's kinda nice too, and they eat,
Yeah.
but, yeah,
Yeah,
they've
man.
got some good stuff going on there.
It's another one that my guy, we have a race team called TTR Racing. Me and four other guys kind of came up with this. We would just always race together, and we was like, man, we ought to make a little race team here. You know what I'm saying? And we came up with it called TTR Racing, and they trying to get me to go down to I forgot the name of this, but it's held down in Monroe, Louisiana. I forgot the guys that put it on, and it's a indoor track.
Oh,
But
the Southern
um,
Nats or something
I
like that?
think like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
I hear
Southern
that's
that.
pretty
Yeah,
good. I hadn't
yeah.
made it to that one. It's always been a capped race, and it, like, sells out
Sells
almost
out.
immediately,
Right, right. Because they said
so I
the
never had a chance to
facility.
make that one.
Yeah, man. They said the facility is all air conditioned and everybody pits inside and everything's inside and is awesome. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's the one I got to make and go down there. I think they have I think somebody else is over it now, but they still having it going on. And so I might try to make that one and see what it's
Mhm.
about. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that'll be a good one. Yeah. But yeah, man. Just taking it back a little bit. Um, I know a lot of people say, you know, they really enjoy racing, but I came across a lot of people say they really just enjoy the wrenching aspect of the hobby, just rank it on your cars, figuring out new stuff and incorporating new ideas, new concepts on your cars. Just if it ain't number, just doing the maintenance. So, do you think your wrenching is kind of therapeutic for you? You know what I'm saying? Once you get in there and just have a long day, get in your
Yeah, get
man
there, tinker
cave
around a
and
little bit.
yeah,
You see
take it
the
around a little
workstation
bit.
behind me there.
Yeah.
Just sometimes just getting there and just take it apart and try something totally different. That's kind of what's
Hmm.
fun, especially just for the average Joes, just trying to
Yeah.
find something that works because not always the setup where it's going to work for us. So just kind of getting out there and really, I think to me that where the
Hmm.
best is, you get 4 or 5 of you buddies and you just head to the track and just burn some practice laps.
I
Just
got you.
chasing each other. I think that's
Hmm.
that's really where I had the most fun with it.
Yeah.
Just that practice time, not even racing or nothing. Just don't need no clocks, no nothing. Just follow each other,
Not
cat
there
and
and
mouse,
brother.
cat and mouse.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
that's where you try those things that you get on the bench, do a little bench tuning and try some new things and go out there and try it out. And either it works or it don't. But at least when you're
Hmm.
racing with people like that, it's usually your same skill level, so you get a good idea of what's working and what's not. So
Right. Yeah.
that's kind of where it's at for me.
Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, man. That cat and mouse, and that teach you how to be calm when you're in that race situation,
Hmm.
and the guy's on you, and you know you got to hold your line, and you know you got about 3 or 4 corners left before you about to win, but you got to hold your line for them 3 or 4 corners that's left, and stay under control, keep that heart rate down. So it's man,
If
that's
you
good
can,
practice. I know
if you can.
if you can, if you can, man. But yeah, that's great practice for that, man. And cause you rarely when when you are just practicing, is less stress, less nervousness, and it's less pressure on you. Even though you're trying to push hard and hit your marks and
Mhm.
everything. But once you throw somebody else out there that's on you, then you know how that it just ramps it up that much more, and you got to still stay that same calmness that you're doing when you doing it by yourself. You got to pretty much keep that when somebody's on your tail. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, man, that practice is good,
Yeah,
especially
find your
practicing like
lines
that.
too. You think you got a good
Hmm.
line. Next thing you know, wait a minute, that ain't good enough. I gotta, find you something, pick it up here and there. So that's good for that
Right.
too.
Yeah, you got to find you
So,
another line. Yep, for
mhm.
sure. But yeah, man, just at your local scene, how often do you get to the track and run at the rock up there in
Uh,
Tennessee?
Not as much as I want to.
Hmm.
Work and life always, comes
Yeah.
first, family.
Hmm.
So, I try to get out at least once a month, you know, uh, when I can. They do practice nights on Tuesdays. It's
Okay.
kind of tough to make it. I live about, well, with afternoon, evening traffic takes me about an hour to get there. So I try to get there when I can. If not, we usually try to get 2 or 3 of us together and do a Saturday or a Sunday morning practice when it's a little
Yeah.
warmer.
Hmm.
So but at least try to hit the track once a month. Even if it's just a practice if I don't get to race. But
Right.
that's usually what we try to go to anyway when we can.
Okay. 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 So what's some of the big races you want to hit up in 2025?
So we planning on trying to get a few people together. We're gonna go to SIC down there in Bama.
Hmm. Yeah.
We're gonna hit that. Um, that kind of be the start of it. And of course, we always got it's always a coin toss for me. Coin toss. We got the Psycho Nitros up here, right up the road from Knoxville.
Yeah.
So that's usually big turnouts. Uh,
Yeah. Psycho always
that's
good.
one also looking at. A lot of the race times are some of the the bigger races we see
Hmm.
around here for us where we're at. You're not too far away. I know the Mark Moon's been doing the Georgia series or the
Yeah,
Georgia races
man.
he has down there.
Right.
He has a
Yeah.
couple races a year. Went to his
Hmm.
last one he had down there. That's a good little venue down there in Tiger, Georgia.
Okay. You been
Uh,
to it?
yeah, I went to Tiger, Georgia this year.
How'd it go?
Um,
Tell me about it. That's one I've been trying to make, man. Man, every time something always come up, but
well, it was right after the hurricane,
yeah, it was. Yeah,
so that
it
was a
was.
little that was
Yeah.
a little crazy, but it wasn't bad. It was actually the dirt held up well. The track was fun.
Hmm.
Didn't have anything crazy. Good racing.
Yeah.
Pretty good turnout. Considering with the storms and everything. I think they lost a few entries, but I was pretty surprised with the way the track held up. That's kind of anytime you have an arena race, you never know what you're gonna get.
Right.
The dirt,
Yeah.
you don't know what it's gonna do, but it actually
Right.
did pretty good. It was
Hmm.
race went pretty good and didn't. go to the wee hours at night. So that's always good too. I like to have that downtime and go get something to eat and stuff. So
Right.
good times on the race days and everything. So it was a good time.
So what kind of engine package, engines and tires that you ran up there at Peach State up there? What Georgia Classic or what was
Yeah,
that type of
yeah,
Georgia?
pizza. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
one that was. So I run of course, I got the HP, and then I
Mm-hmm.
run ProMotion tires. I've been running for
Okay.
a few years. Really
Mm-hmm.
like the ProMotions. I always like there's a couple common tires I really like to use and treads. All the different compounds like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I think for that one I was on because it was a little cooler, so I think I was on Super Soft Raptors is what
Okay.
I ran.
Yeah.
And they were real good.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm running a Drake 83. Those things are
Okay.
just ridiculous power.
I
Um,
got you. Okay.
so but I got a cut. That's what I got my buggy and my truck. So
Mm-hmm.
really been liking those. Been around, tried all the different motors. That's just what I'm on right now. So,
I got
uh,
you. I
but yeah,
understand. Yeah.
it was a good package. It was a good race. It was good times.
Mm-hmm. Cool. 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 So yeah, man, just from the racing, man. So up until this point, so how did you come up with V2 designs? How did that come about?
So, well, it's just one of those things. Sitting around one day, just flip through the
Mhm.
internet and just see people making these shirts and stuff. I was like, I wouldn't mind them make my own sponsor shirts, just to make them.
Right.
Start off and
Mhm.
start off basic, just getting on there and learning the programs to do all the work you got to do to make them printable. It's
Right.
not just copied off the internet and put it on. So it took a little
Mhm.
time to
Mhm.
learn that. A lot of time on YouTube. YouTube is your
Yeah.
friend. It
Yeah.
teaches you a lot.
Right. I
So
learned that. Yeah,
yeah, I
definitely.
started
Yep.
going through and just you know designing. I use all sorts of different programs out there. I actually use Adobe Illustrator to
Mhm.
make up all my designs, and just went through and started making everything vector. We can change the colors and everything, and just start
Yeah.
off making it for well, like you said, you had a little race. You had your race team. Uh,
Mhm.
we got one that's OFR Racing,
Okay.
Old Farts Racing. We a bunch of
Old
old guys.
farts.
We all 40 over. So,
Yeah, that's what's
we
up.
just
Yeah.
some old guys. So kind of just made it for the guys and just kind of, tooling around, making them here and there.
Mhm.
I've been working on the design part. It's gotten easier as it goes, but it's
Yeah.
sometimes it's a challenge, but it's just something to do on the side just for fun, really.
I got
Um,
you.
so
Mhm. But yeah, man, well, like I said, you hooked me up and these came out awesome. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I got this gray and I got the black. And like I said, both of them got, the if you ain't ripping, you tripping on one shirt, and then you got that left high salute on another shirt. So, bro, I appreciate your hard work, man, and just
mhm.
continue doing it, man. Continue doing it. I know we had talked, and you said that you kind of wanted to keep it word of mouth, but yeah. So tell us some of the plans you want to do in the future with your business.
Well, I'm not, something I just do on the side for fun.
Hmm.
It's not, grows a little bit. I just kind of I do DTF. Couple of this a little different than some other things. The
Yeah.
DTF broadens your color spectrums. You can
Mm-hmm.
do a lot more colors and on one print. For example, this one you can do black and orange and yellows, and when
Okay.
you're doing the screen print, each color is a lot more. So the DTF's a little something that gives you that ability to do more different
More
colors.
with.
So
I got you.
I do
Mm-hmm.
race shirts. I do just regular shirts. I've done some for my
Mm-hmm.
son. He's got some friends with bands and stuff, so I've done some shirts for those guys. But
Okay.
um, just kind of tooling along and just try to do better each time. Is the way I look at
Right.
it. And everything I do is always try to figure out what could I have done better here. So just try to keep improving. Just try to
Keep improving. Yeah. It's
help
just
people
like,
out.
man.
If they want something done, let me know. That's kind of how I do it. Somebody gets something they want to I try. We'll just see what we can throw together and do it up.
That's it. Yeah, man. I know. Like I said, I know my I know my drawings one of the best, but that's what was in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
had to just draw it down and just see, and then just I thank you for taking the time to let me explain it to you because a lot of guys that I sent it to and showed, kind of gave me the runaround. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not
Mhm.
mad. People be busy, have stuff to do, but but you really took time with me and kind of listen to me to see what I was wanting, and you killed it, man. You killed it.
Right.
You killed it. Yeah, man. So, like I said, keep going, and if somebody want to, get in touch with you for shirts or for not y'all, he don't do just shirts now. He does um decals and all that kind of stuff too. Just I'm gonna go grab the decals. I can show everybody, but tell everybody, how to reach you and how to get your contact information if they want, what I'm saying, interested is for you to do some shirts or something for them or decals for them.
All right. So of course you can look me up on Facebook. Just my name, Brad Bowman. Just shoot me up on Messenger. Um, and trying to get a little bit more out there. So B Square Designs, B2 Designs. You can find that on Facebook also. Just hit me up there. Send me any ideas you have. What you're looking for, and we'll just put it together and see what you think. Keep it simple.
Okay, okay, okay. But yeah. So yeah, man. Like I say, like man, I'm telling y'all, Brad got skills for sure. Like I say, RC family, I ain't gonna put you on nothing that's not quality. So, like I said, this is some of his decals that he's done for me, Reds, Miyako, and he got my shirt logo right here. And J Concepts is the tires, that I run and stuff like that. So um he know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Real fair prices, like he said. Just look up B2 Designs on Facebook, and you'll catch him. And yeah, yeah, good guy, great work. He'll take the time with you to listen to exactly what you want, design how you want it. Or I'm sure if you was like, I really don't know, Brad, I'm gonna let you just freestyle it. I'm sure he's a creative. You know what I'm saying? He's an artist. So I mean, we all, if you think about RC, you have to be kind of artistic, like artist wise, to do it just because of how we work with tools and getting stuff out a certain way. He would like it, making the car set up the same way. That's all that's creating. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All that fall up under that creativity. So but yeah, man. If y'all interested into anything that Brad can help you with, feel free, reach out to him and just, hit him up and y'all talk it out and see what y'all can come up with. But yeah, man. So yeah. So Brad, what you think about some of this silly season stuff? What you think about Dakota Finn and May? It may be it with TLR.
Yeah, it's kind of wondering if he's going to. I mean, he is the only thing they. I mean, he really is TLR. Let's be honest. He's been TLR for so many years.
Mhm.
It'd be interesting to see him go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Of course, here in the last few years, they finally got a car that was holding up for him. So you could really tell that, he was always fast,
Yeah.
but he's had some good
Right.
runs over the last few years. But it'd be interesting to see if he goes somewhere.
Man, and the mechanic that kept his cars running and kept everything pretty much kept him cool, kept him mentally in the race, kept him calm, where he was making less mistakes, less fending himself, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
kept the cars where he wanted them to be. And they end up getting rid of it. I'm talking about Barry Baker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
Horizon's its own little, what being that, I was a,
right.
you know, TLR guy, Team Lozy, back when it was still Team Lozy before Horizon
Hmm.
bought it, just watching the progression through,
Right.
it's almost like once Horizon got them, they just kind of, Lozy just kind of, TLR went downhill from there, honestly.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, I I was diehard TLR for a long time, ran them all the way up to the 4.0.
Yeah.
The Losi essentially changed all of 8 scale racing when it first brought the first 8 out. It
Mhm.
was just something that just blew the world away, really, in A scale. There was nothing like it. Um, so, they went a long way to just fall so hard, really.
Man,
I think it's just big business. I think kinda
business,
hurt
yeah.
that.
Cause I
Uh,
mean, think about it. Even with Proline, and yeah, we know how Proline was the
it was the
tie,
time. It was
right?
Pro Line, and then you had, you look back now, you had Proline, J
Mhm.
Concept was still up and
Mhm.
coming years ago when they were struggling.
Mhm.
AKA,
AKA, yep.
that was strong for many years and they've kind of fell off. So when you look at some of the, your Pro Line, your AKAs, it's like where they at?
Right.
They really not as strong as they used to be.
To be. Mhm.
Um, so always makes you wonder where the big business side of it goes. But there's a lot of opportunities out there.
Right. Right. Right.
There's
Right.
a lot of different tire companies and car companies now. So I think that
Mhm.
also kind of spread it out too. You look
Yeah.
back in the day, it was Lowe's and Associated.
Mhm.
That was it.
Yeah. That was it.
Now you've
Yeah.
got many companies out
Many
there.
companies.
So
Right.
a lot of different
Mhm.
options. So
Mhm.
it changes a lot of things.
Yeah. Let me get your opinion on this.
Hmm.
Just let's go to the bashing side a little bit, man.
All right.
Why I know probably pretty much gonna answer my own question, but why do you think what's going on with the nitro bashes these days? Why they meaning too much nitro bashing like trucks and cars and what's going on with the nitro side of bashing?
The lack of,
The
or
meaning the lack of, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it just they don't get the. I mean, you look back and the T Max was like biggest seller ever. I mean, you got the T Max was huge for bashing and the Revo, and it
Mm-hmm.
just kind of just is falling off. I think that the brushless kind of what killed bashing for gas. To be honest with you, the nitro.
It is.
When you
I
when you
know
can
it.
go get you a 6 cell crazy 85-mile-an-hour truck that you ain't got. I mean, you ain't got a tune. You just charge it up, run it. That's really what took over the bash scene
That's what
was brushless. I mean, and don't get me wrong, brushless it's amazing compared to the old brush motors.
mm-hmm.
So the run time, the power, the speed. So I mean, and you think about for somebody just starting, it's a lot harder to
Right.
tune that motor. If you be around a hobby long enough, you're gonna have these newcomers come up and they have no clue, and you help them tune their motors. So if you think of somebody who has no options other than just trying to play it themselves, they play with it for a couple days and can't tune it and throw it away. But if they've got
Mm-hmm.
an electric, charge it up, run it. So
True.
I
Yeah.
think the ease of electric is what really killed that
Yeah.
side of it.
Kill that side. Yeah. True much. Yeah. Yeah. So you think we can get a nitro to run about 85 miles an hour if we can gear it right
Oh
and
yeah, for sure. You ever seen that?
mm-hmm.
Have you ever watched the 8 scale on roads
Yeah, for sure. I
live? You ever
already
watch them
know.
live? Them
I
things are
ain't seen the live
crazy.
GT
Oh, yeah.
race yet. Yeah.
Yeah, you like, they had some when I was out west there in Northern
Yeah.
California, and it was just that two-speed transmission, like 14
Mm,
port motors and stuff. I mean, we out here running 3 ports and 5 ports.
right.
It was running like 14 ports, and they like Swiss cheese when you look at the sleeves and everything, but
Lead.
them things are
Mm-hmm.
like ridiculous fast. But I think
That's
even
what I'm
for even for what we do, the RPMs these motors turn now. I mean, you go back today and it was like 30,000 was a lot. I mean, these are turning 40,
40.
52,000 at
Right.
52,000 RPM now. I mean, that's just
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous what they do now.
Yeah, man.
So I think it's definitely you throw the right gearing on there, you're gonna get up and go. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely I
Yeah,
think it's possible.
it's definitely possible. And like I said, because even in nitro side, they make up to what the engine displacement with up to like 32s and um just those bigger pistons. A lot of those engines like 32s and stuff like that be more of a torque engine, a lot of torque. But
If you pop up
cause
a
I know that
truggy, a lot of people use
mm-hmm.
28s,
Yeah,
28
yeah,
truggy.
28.
So the 21s
Mm-hmm.
got more powerful. Then once 21s got so powerful, it just you didn't need the
Mm-hmm.
28 no more.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. So
LRP. might still make one.
Make
LLP
right,
used to make a
LLP.
big block, like
Right, big
28 or
blocks.
something like that. It was pretty
Right.
crazy.
Mhm.
So,
But yeah, we can do it. We definitely, like you said, it's the ease of it. That's
mm,
period point blank. You know.
yeah. Yeah, you just I mean, and that's one of the things,
Uh-huh.
and that's why it's so popular. You go to most tracks, what's the most popular class?
Yeah.
Electric, because it's just
Easy,
so
right.
easy, you
Easy.
know?
Mhm. Mhm.
You're always gonna have the E versus nitro guys, but, that's always gonna be your biggest clash just because of the ease. It's just too
Ease
easy to
of it.
charge a battery, throw it,
Throw it
so
out. Throw it
you have
out
to have
there.
a pit
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Mhm.
it's always gonna be your biggest class.
You already know. Oh yeah, your partner Shane Hill said, "Hey man," he said you going to PNB this year, so don't even try to
Yeah,
ease all up out of it. Don't even try to wheeze away your way out. He said you always giving
mhm.
these excuses every year. Hey.
Yeah, my boy, he down there your way. He's down there near you.
Okay. Okay.
So down there
Okay.
in
Okay.
Alabama.
Okay.
He's from up here. He's one of my old school. He's one of my OG friends.
Mm-hmm.
We've been racing for a long time, pretty much ever since I've
Hey.
been in Tennessee. And
Okay.
he went down. I just recently got him back into it, so
Yeah.
he's all fired up now.
Man, that's
So
what's up. That's what's
yep.
up. That's what's up. Got your buddy back going. Yeah,
Hmm.
man. So yeah. But yeah, brother. Man, like I said, that's all I really had tonight, and I wasn't gonna keep you up long because we've been at it almost an hour or whatever. But like I say, again, Brad, just tell everybody again how to get in touch with you if they're interested into getting shirts or whatever. And
Interested anything? Look me up on Facebook. Either Brad
mhm,
Bowman, just my regular, or B Square
mhm,
Designs, B2 Designs. You can
mhm.
find them both on Facebook there. Just hit me up on Messenger, shoot me something. We'll try to hook you up.
Shoot, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey man, again, going back to let's see, you heard that Tebow may make another appearance, man. He might not have the race load as he had in the past, but I think he may try to come back out. And I think what I've
I
heard
think.
off
Go
off of
ahead.
other podcasts is that he may run the brand that you got on your shirt. I don't know. I don't see how, but that's what
Mm.
that's the
I,
room. That's the word on the street now.
I
I
don't
don't
know if
know.
he's ready to do the full line. I mean, he might hit some stuff here and there.
Yeah.
I think it was it. Where was it at? Might have been. I can't remember which was one of the race time events we went to this year,
Hmm.
and we was in the into in down in into RC trailer,
Okay.
and Chad Cup N2C.
Yeah.
Uh,
Know what you're talking about.
Probably seen him
Hmm.
around. He's always
Hmm.
got some good stuff up in his trailer to race events.
Yeah.
But just listen to Tebow talk. I don't know if he's. It takes a lot of time to put it on those guys' level.
It do.
That's
It
it's
does.
a lot of people don't realize the time that those guys put in. They think, oh, they just it's the life. You get to go around in RC cars, but really, you're at the track, all the time. It sounds
All the
great,
time.
but think about your job, and they travel a lot too. I mean, those
Hmm.
guys, they're gone. I mean, they leave on Wednesday, go fly to a race, come back on Sunday, Monday, and there for a couple of days and head back out. So
Right.
just hearing him talk a little bit, I don't know if he's ready to get back in that big swing of things. I can see him
Yeah.
hit a few things. I think I saw he was down
Hmm.
at Indy this last weekend
Yeah. He
down
did
in
pretty good at ending. I think he
yeah.
got top three. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think he was on the podium down there.
Yeah.
There were some fast guys down there. That's Texas got some fast boys down there.
Right.
So
Hmm.
I see him down there. I don't know if he's gonna put that level in. Like I still wonder, how long most of these guys are gonna last. You kind of look, you got some up and comers coming, but you still got the old heads around.
Yeah.
Mayfield been around for a while. He's
Hmm.
still trucking along. Um, but it's kind of funny because one of our guys in our chat there we had brought up and showed the old, I forget, it was like 2000 IFMAR
Hmm.
Worlds electric,
Right.
and just kind of watching it, is back to that rear engine electric cars,
Uh-huh.
bouncing all over the place, hard to control. And a lot of people are like, how these old guys still running? It's because they ran that two-wheel mod that didn't drive itself.
Right.
So I think then the thing about it was a lot of these same guys, Cavallari, Mayfield,
Hmm. Yeah.
Drake, and you're going back 20 years.
Right.
So it's kind
And
of
then
amazing
guys.
some of these guys are still here. but
Still
I
in
mean,
it.
also
Mm-hmm.
it's a long time to be doing the travel life, and that's kind of the impression I got from Tebow. And I think he's
Just tired of
more
that.
more family. He's just the
Mm-hmm.
grind and the effort you have to put in, and
Right.
uh, and you can tell the ones. There's certain pros out there who put more effort in. You can tell in the results than others.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know if he's ready to put that kind of time in again.
I
I've seen him
got you.
popping up here and there, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, but
You know,
that's what they
weekly
yeah.
grind.
Yeah, that's what they were saying that if he if he does do some races, it ain't gonna be the same, workload
Mhm.
as he had, so when he was just really competitive into it like a mainstream pro. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like I said, he got them kids and got a lady at the house. So,
Mhm.
them boys are trying to get into it too. So um that helps out with him going to the track more and also, he has his own brand too, that
Yeah.
he's trying to get that
Yeah.
going. So if they get into it, then it may free some time up for him to get out more with them, tend to do some races and stuff.
More
But
that pit dad. He'll end up being the
mhm,
pit dad. So,
yeah. Hmm.
which is never a bad position to roll into for those guys, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. That's right. So what you think about the worlds, man? What you think? Why the Americans struggle so bad over there? What's going
that's
on,
not our
Brad?
track. That's just not. We're not gonna. Americans are not gonna do well on a track like that. I think it showed. I mean, Dakota was the closest to being competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's just that style of track, which I was kind of disappointed they went back to the same track they was at before.
Yeah.
They said they changed it, but really, if you compared it to, wasn't that much different. They
Mm-hmm.
run a lot of tracks stay the same for many years, but just that type is just not something that we're used to.
Right.
So I just I don't think there was much chance there. I mean, I think they did what they could, but
Mm-hmm.
just not our style. I
I
mean,
got
not
you.
going to
Mm-hmm.
say that they don't come over here and win on the tracks that we do. They do it. They come to DNC and Silver
Right.
State stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
just on that level, I just don't that particular track. I don't think Americans just don't. Not it's not really our forte.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
something we will be good on.
Yeah, man. I just think we need to go over there more, man. We gotta quit tripping and we gotta if we want to be good at something that we don't really run on all the time, if that's the issue, then you got to go over there and run on it and figure out the setup and pick them guys' brains. That's what they do when they come over here. Now they coming over here beating our behind
Yeah,
at our big races.
that's true. I
Who
mean,
who
look, they come over here. JC3 come over here and was tearing them up as Silver State. So I mean,
man?
it
And
is.
then
I
just
mean, they do, but we don't go over there very much. I mean, if you think
yeah,
one of the
not at
last
all.
big races that a lot of American was the Neo buggy. That was probably
Yeah,
the last European race that a lot of Americans used to go to,
we
but
go
you just don't
right,
see them.
right. Yeah, yeah. That's true, man. That's true. Um, but yeah, brother. Like I said, I ain't gonna keep you long, man. And I just thank you. Thank you, bro, for everything. Thank you for the shirts. Thank you for, like I said, just taking time to come on here and just talk with me. And bro, I appreciate you, man. And so what's coming up next up there in at the Rock up there in Tennessee?
They just had their Toy for Tots. I think that I'm thinking it might have been the last big one until the disco ball that they
Mm-hmm.
do in January.
Yeah.
I think that's where they're at now, and will be the next big one because they just did the Toys for Tots last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll be the next big one in January.
It's in January.
I think so.
Okay, okay, okay. I might try to make that one. Just yeah, we'll get together. I might trying to come up that way because it's
Yeah,
probably number like
definitely.
three, probably 4 hour drive at the most, but at least I think a good solid 3 hours. That's not bad.
Yeah, I think that's what my buddy said. It's about 3.5 hours up here from where y'all are at, give or take.
Hmm.
So not bad. It is. I mean, the Rock's good because it is a covered track, so it's
Yeah.
racing rain or shine. So that's kind
Hmm.
of nice. Um, Definitely some good competition. So got quite
Yeah,
a
man.
few fast guys up here. Got some
Hmm.
young guns, and like you said, Tim. Very
Yeah.
fast. Jonah, of course. On that different
Mhm.
level, knocking on the door. Those top level A mains.
It's
Um,
coming, man. He gonna be there. Like I said, I talked to him. Had talked to him at AMS because like I said, we've been talking about doing doing the podcast, and I just
Mm.
was talking to him because he was like being Joan. I probably just sitting back, observing, and he was just sitting back working on his stuff and to himself. So I went out there and like, man, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing good, and just talk to him. I just really got a sense of how he is, just kind of more laid back, humble, you know, and and just good young man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
but yeah, he ended up doing good at AMS too. But like I said, like we talked about earlier, he did go down there at the fall brawl and won the pro class down there. So his day is
Yeah, it was
coming.
like 2/10,
Hmm.
2/10 of a second against Cole
Yeah.
Castlin. I mean,
Hmm.
that was close. That was a good
Yeah.
race. That's one of the best races I've seen this year.
Yeah.
That was a good one. So
Hmm.
yeah, we definitely got some fast guys up here. We also
We got
got those who
some
know.
heavy.
We got Bobby Smith with DRC Graphics. He's local
Okay.
up here with us.
Okay.
Uh, he lays down some good paint, awesome paint jobs. So
Hmm.
definitely we got some talent up here.
I
Bobby's
got you.
always fast, little 40 over
Yeah.
guy. So
Okay. Yeah, man. Man, I saw going back to AMS, the 40 over guy that really impressed me at AMS, bro, was uh, Saxton, the King, Richard Saxton.
old head, but still got it.
Yeah,
Still got
still,
it.
still got it. He wasn't like blazing flat. He was just real consistent
Mhm,
and smooth, super smooth. You know what I'm saying? And
mhm.
he could, I believe he can get some of these young boys a run for their money right now. You know what I'm saying?
I still
So,
take it back. A lot of these guys who ran, back in the day, the old two-wheel drive buggies and the gas
hmm,
trucks,
yeah,
because he was this Axton was a big gas truck driver back in the day,
yeah,
on the GT. So I
hmm,
mean, to me, I think that the cars are a lot more took a lot more finesse back in the day.
yeah,
I think they're a lot easier to drive now than they were.
hmm,
So I think that's why these old heads are so hard of just going away because
yeah,
they're just so quick.
right,
So and he was one of those guys, he was one of those top level guys for a long time. So
hmm,
he's definitely always going to have the speed. That's for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. Well, bro, man, I appreciate you, man, and again, I gotta give you a. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you for just all you do, man, and bro, just keep at it. Don't stop it, and
I
keep
appreciate you
racing
having me
too.
on and chit chat.
Yeah,
It's
man.
always good
Yeah,
to talk
man.
about RC.
Always
So
good. Always good, man. Like I said, I gotta come up there and see y'all, and definitely we gonna keep in touch, and we got to do this again, and just talk about. We might do some and talk about if I can make it. Definitely do this again and talk about tours for tots or something like that if it come to fruition like I would like it to. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
but yeah, man, totally enjoyed you tonight, man. And again, tell everybody again how to reach out to you.
hit me up on Facebook, Brad
Mm-hmm.
Bowman or B2 Designs. Both on Facebook. Just hit me up. Appreciate it.
There it is. There it is. There it is. That's it. So yeah. So yeah, man. I appreciate your time and hey man, have a great rest of your work week. And
You too. I appreciate it.
yeah, man. And we gonna like I said that we gonna do some again and we gonna link up. I've been getting a lot of requests for the shirts, man. And like I said, we just now it's time to do some individual sizes. Now I got some stuff written down and we can really do some
Yeah.
larges, extra larges, double X's and expand and get your workout. People can really see what you got going on and what your skills are. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. But all right, y'all. This EKJ 24,000 with another episode of the RC Lounge podcast with my awesome guest Brad Bowman from B Squared B2 Designs. And hey, y'all have a great rest of the work week, and we'll catch you on the rebound. Peace. We out.